So apparently 4 NBA teams reached out to Rich Paul in an attempt to trade for LeBron James. So let's talk about who these 4 teams could potentially be. What is going on, guys? Welcome to my channel. This is the Full Court Blitz, where we talk the latest and greatest in sports. And I am here to talk about this update that we just got about LeBron James, man. So let's just set the backstory here for you guys. So Dave McMenamin, NBA reporter, basically came out and said that he talked with Rich Paul, and Rich Paul confirmed to him that 4 NBA teams have essentially attempted to trade for LeBron James and asked Rich Paul about it. Rich Paul obviously being LeBron James's agent. And so we all know the whole drama going on with the Lakers right now. If you're unfamiliar with it, the Lakers are kind of on a different timeline reportedly than LeBron James, where the Lakers are looking to build around Luka and looking for the future to save cap space for 2027. And LeBron's like, hey guys, I'm still here. I haven't retired yet. We should be trying to win now, build around the team and get me more help. What's going on here? And so it's kind of, caused a little bit of drama here. And so people are wondering if LeBron James wants a trade out of LA. And so this is where you end up with, essentially reporting like this. So as far as the 4 teams, let me just start by saying this. One team I am very confident is on the list that I know about. The other 3 teams, I'll say 2 of them, I feel like I have a pretty good idea. And then the last one, I really don't have much clue at all. So I'm going to take my best guess. But the one team, let's start with that I know for a fact, I think called Rich Paul about this, again, my best guess, is none other than the New York Knicks. All right, yes, the New York Knicks, who to me obviously have a roster that is ready to win now. And a lot of these teams, by the way, or I should say all of these 4 teams, are going to be win now teams. We really can't expect any of the teams that are tanking, bottom feeders, to be interested in LeBron, because why would they, right? They're trying to win now. LeBron's trying to win now. And so I think the Knicks are the first team that I'm like, oh yeah, they're definitely one of the teams here, because they have a roster that's ready to win now. But not only that, more importantly, they have a trade package that works pretty well if you are trying to trade for LeBron James. And that trade package is essentially OG Anunoby and Mitchell Robinson for LeBron James. Now, I'm not saying the Knicks would do that, but I am telling you that, hey, it's not, the craziest trade in the world, where at this point, even at his advanced age, LeBron James is better than OG Anunoby, and he makes the Knicks a better team than OG Anunoby. Now, losing Mitchell Robinson definitely hurts their interior defense, rebounding, etc. But my point is, you roll out a lineup of Brunson and Mikal Bridges and LeBron and Hart and Cat. I mean, that's pretty formidable. And in a East that is significantly weaker, with Boston kind of out of the way and Indy, this is your shot to, go ahead and take your chance to try to get to the finals and win a chip. And so I think the Knicks definitely want to go ahead and test the waters and see what it could take to get LeBron. And I think they also know that LeBron has always wanted to go to the Knicks. It's been talked about his entire career. So it's definitely possible that maybe he wants to spend the last year or 2 of his career with New York. So to me, I definitely think the Knicks are one of these teams, for all the reasons mentioned. All right, let's talk about the second and third team. The second team that I thought about was the Cavs. Obviously, LeBron's hometown being Cleveland, or Akron, I should say. The Cavs, another team that is a title contender, but we have seen them flame out 2 years in a row now with this core, okay? I know people are going to bring up the injury excuse, but folks, they have been significantly outplayed by their competition, okay? And the Cavs front office is probably thinking, hey, are we ready to go ahead and run it back with this core? Do we need to make tweaks? And what would it take to get LeBron? Now, I think they prefer LeBron in a buyout situation, because he could just slide in at the 3 spot and you got a great addition there and a perfect fit for the team. But in a trade scenario, you're going to have to give up some big pieces like a Jared Allen, for instance, and others. So I think Cleveland definitely would prefer the buyout route, but I definitely think they inquired as well. So I think Cleveland's one of the teams as well. And then the third team that I think, I have a pretty good feeling probably inquired are the Dallas Mavericks. And that is because of the whole Kyrie AD connection, maybe just to see what's going on there. Now, obviously, they just drafted Cooper Flag, so it's like you don't want to hinder his development. But it's like, does AD slide back to the 5 again, and LeBron and Cooper Flag start if they end up trading for him? But it's like, if you trade for him, you got to give up a lot. But the Mavericks have a lot of pieces to give up, right? You can give up a lot. You can give up a PJ Washington. You can give up, I'm not saying they would, a Derek Lively. Like, they have the requisite pieces, a Daniel Gafford. So that is another team that comes to mind. And the last team, really, I don't have much of a clue, but I'm telling you, for my best guesses, look at a team like the Clippers, right across. Obviously, they have a hole at LeBron's position. They could pair him with Kawhi, and they could trade some pieces there. That is obviously going to be difficult. And then Minnesota, another team that is trying to get over the hump, right? Back-to-back conference finals appearances, but they can't seem to get over that hump. They need to give Ant more help. Maybe LeBron's that guy for a year or two. So to me, those are the teams that I would think are probably the ones that reached out to inquire about LeBron. So again, New York, Cleveland, I would say Dallas, Minnesota potentially, the Clippers potentially. And I know some people are saying maybe the Warriors as well. I don't really see it as much with the Warriors, but could be possible. But ultimately, folks, here's where I'm at. All these teams are obviously reaching out. LeBron has no trade clause, so he's not going anywhere he doesn't want to, okay? And ultimately, I don't believe LeBron will. I think he is going to stay with the Lakers, finish his career with the Lakers. I think at this point, it is what it is with LeBron. I think he's come to terms with the fact that, and I could be wrong about this, but I definitely do think that LeBron doesn't want to ring chase, if you will, at this point. I know the reports are stating that, but I think he just knows with his legacy, it could hurt him more than help him if he's just going along for the ride and if he joins another team. Now, if he goes to a team where it's like, oh yeah, he has a chance to be close to the best player, if not the second best player, so be it. But I just think he stays with the Lakers, and trades are too complicated with the salary. So to me, I just don't see it. My prediction is I think he stays with the Lakers, finishes his career there. So let me know what you guys think about that. Leave a comment down below with your thoughts as always. Thanks for watching.